Day 11, Cracks in the Foundation. The 11th day dawned heavy with clouds, the air thick and humid. The group awoke early, eager to make progress on their defenses before the threat of rain could slow them down. But the strange tension from the night before seemed to have only grown. Myra was distant, her usual cheerful demeanor replaced by a quiet anxiety. She kept to herself, avoiding the group as much as possible. Amora noticed it, and so did Ethan. Over breakfast, they exchanged worried glances. "Something's up with her," Ethan said, lowering his voice so the others wouldn't overhear. Amora nodded. "I think she's scared." "But of what?" Ethan frowned. "Maybe it's the creatures. Or maybe something else entirely." Later that morning, as the group split into teams to gather supplies and hunt, Amora decided to approach Myra. She found her near the edge of the camp, staring out into the woods with a distant, troubled expression. "Myra," Amora called softly as she approached. "Can we talk?" Myra jumped slightly, startled out of her thoughts. She turned to Amora, her eyes wide with fear. "Amora, I don't know what to do." "What do you mean? What's going on?" Myra hesitated, glancing around to make sure no one was listening. Then she lowered her voice to a near whisper. "Something's wrong with Leah." Amora blinked in surprise. "Leah? What do you mean?" "He's been acting strange," Myra said, her voice trembling. "He goes off alone for hours, sometimes in the middle of the night. He's different. And yesterday, I saw him with blood. I don't know what it was from, but it wasn't from hunting. He had this look in his eyes. Like he wasn't himself." Amora felt a chill run down her spine. Lyra was one of their most capable members, strong, confident, always willing to lead. But now that Myra mentioned it, she had noticed his growing distance. And there had been that strange tension in the air last night. "Myra, we need to be careful," Amora said, trying to keep her voice calm. "If something's wrong with Lyra, we'll need to figure it out together. But don't panic just yet." Myra nodded, but the fear in her eyes remained. "I'm scared, Amora. I don't know what he's capable of." Amora squeezed her hand reassuringly. "We'll keep an eye on him. But for now, try to stay calm. We don't want to cause a panic." The rest of the day passed uneventfully, but the tension in the camp had only grown. Lyra was unusually quiet, and his eyes seemed to linger on the others with a strange, unsettling intensity. Amora and Ethan kept close to each other, their senses heightened as they watched for any signs of trouble. That night, as they lay beside the fire, Amora whispered to Ethan about her conversation with Myra. His expression darkened as he listened, and when she finished, he nodded grimly. "We need to be careful," Ethan said. "If Lyra really is acting strange, we can't afford to let our guard down. We'll keep an eye on him." They agreed to stay alert, even as sleep overtook them. But as the night wore on, Amora's dreams were filled with shadows and whispers, her mind unable to shake the growing sense of danger.